I'm Tanner Fitzwater, and for my informative speech, I have chosen my employer, Highlands County Sheriff's Office. The reason for this being is because the public only really sees the men and women who are out patrolling the streets and helping the community rather than the wider spectrum of individuals that are all there to help maintain the Sheriff's Office. Quick little history on the Highlands County Sheriff's Office. It was created in 1921 through a legislative act that actually created the county in and of itself. The Sheriff's Office was needed to keep the citizens and the community safe. And the same can be said for today, except today we have over 400 both sworn, which are men and women who go through the training in order to have arresting powers and to keep a sidearm on them at all times. The face of the Sheriff's Office, as well as unsworn, which are civilians who give their time and energy into making sure their communities are safe. Now, the Sheriff's Office is divided into two bureaus. There's the detention and there's law enforcement. Now to start off, I want to go through law enforcement. And that brings me to my first visual, which would actually be my uniform. Now the shirt is very similar on both detention and law enforcement. I myself am detention. It has my name right there, as well as my signature patches. And here's where the real difference is. It's in the pants. Law enforcement tend to have more of a suit-like pant with a black stripe going in the middle, and for detention, we have more functioning pants that have these cargo effects on them. The reason for this being is because just in case you have any access keys, gloves, anything we need that we can't have in our hands at that moment because we might need to go hands-on, or we just don't have the time to waste to just be holding things and moving them around. Now, law enforcement is actually divided in and of itself into three more main divisions. The first being operations, such as dispatch. People who give their time to help make sure that every deputy that is on patrol is fully aware of their surroundings and fully aware of what's happening in any calls that have been given out. Dispatch is said to be the heart of the Sheriff's Office, just because of the fact that they make sure that everyone is up to date, as well as radio communications. And a lot about these divisions you can find on the Highlands County Sheriff's Office website, which is where I got a lot of my information from, as well as personal knowledge. The next division will be the patrol division, which are the people in the cars that are outside in the community, making sure everyone is safe, making sure there's no calls that need to be taken care of, making sure nobody's speeding, anything and everything. And then you move on to the specialized teams, men and women who have gotten extra training in order to handle tougher situations that may not need an everyday patrol officer, such as SWAT, K9, or Animal Services. Now, after law enforcement, there's detention, which I personally am a part of. Now, detention, which is where I want to show my next visual, is just a tiny bit different than law enforcement. It's because we have a lower area of impact that we take care of. And right here in my visual, it's going to be my duty belt, because us at detention is set up a little bit different. It's still the same concept, but right here we start off with my stun gun, or taser. We keep it in this holster. Then we have a double mag pouch, which we just pop open, put in a mag for your sidearm, and then pop it back closed for whenever you need it. This is for my radio. I just slide it in there. This is for my handcuffs. Keep them on at all times. And then the other side is actually for my sidearm holster, just in case I ever need to leave the facility when I'm working. And then, unlike a regular belt, these belts just snap on. And to start off in detention, it has the same basic concepts, three main divisions. The one that I'm part of is the security division, making sure that the care, custody, and control of anyone prosecuted into the jail is maintained and taken care of. We make sure everyone is safe, they're not fighting, they're not trying to beat up individuals that are inside the jail, and just running it and making sure that it's maintained. Then there's the operations division, which is the actual maintenance of the jail, such as, plumbing, wiring, as well as transporting outside the jail to other facilities. And then there's medical, which are a dedicated group of nurses that we have on staff at all times to make sure that the wellness and health of any individual in the jail, inmate or not, is okay. Now, how I wanted to end this is I want to say that even though the two divisions are separate, there's still a variety of individuals that help maintain the Sheriff's Office in and of itself, and without any key one of these points, the Sheriff's Office wouldn't be where it was. Now, training for this isn't easy. As you can tell on the SFSC website for criminal justice, it takes 400 to 600 hours for any individual job and any individual training. Now, that is an immense time to put into and dedication for whatever job they choose to have.